Step 6. We're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. We have emphasized willingness and honesty as being indispensable in our recovery from alcoholism. Are we now ready to have a power greater than ourselves remove from us all the things which we have admitted are objectionable? Every normal person wants to eat, to reproduce, and to be somebody in the society of their fellows, and they wish to be reasonably safe and secure as they try to attain these things. Our higher power will certainly forgive our derelictions, but in no case can we stay that way without our being willing to work towards them by practicing the AA program. Step 6 is AA's way of stating the best possible attitude one can take in order to make a beginning of this lifetime job. This does not mean that we expect all our character defects to be lifted out of us as the drive to drink was. Can they all be taken? Every one? A few of them may be, but with most of them we shall have to be content with patient improvement. If we still cling to something, we will not let go. We ask God to help us to be willing. The best any of us can realistically do, using all the honesty that we can summon, is to try to be honest, open-minded, and willing. Even then, the best of us will discover to our dismay that there is always a sticking point at which we say, "No, I can't give this up yet." Such is the power of our instincts to overreach themselves. No matter how far we have progressed, selfish desires will always be found to which we will struggle mightily to hold on. Practically everybody wishes to be rid of his most glaring and destructive handicaps. Yet can we? After all, hasn't it been our self-interest, pure and simple, that has enabled most of us to escape? Not much spiritual effort is involved in avoiding excesses which will bring us punishment anyway. But when we face up to the less violent aspects of these very same defects, where do we stand with them? What we must recognize now is that we exult in some of our defects. We really love them. Who, for example, doesn't like to feel just a little superior to the next fellow, or even quite a lot superior? Isn't it true that we like to let greed masquerade as ambition? To think of liking lust seems impossible, but how many people speak of love with their lips and believe what they say so that they can hide lust in the dark corners of their minds? Self-righteous anger can also be very enjoyable. In a perverse way, we can actually take satisfaction from the fact that many people annoy us, for it brings a comfortable feeling of superiority. Gossip barbed with our anger, a polite form of murder by character assassination, has its satisfactions for us too. Here, we are not trying to help those we criticize. We are trying to proclaim our own righteousness. We live in a world riddled with envy. To a greater or lesser degree, everybody is infected with it. From this defect, we must surely get a warped and definite satisfaction. Why else would we consume such great amounts of time wishing for what we do not have, rather than working for it, or angrily looking for attributes we never shall have, instead of adjusting to the fact and accepting it? Nearly anyone could submit a good list of such defects as these, and few of us would seriously think of giving them up, at least until they cause us excessive misery. Some people, of course, may conclude that they are indeed ready to have all such defects taken from them. But even those people, if they construct a list of still milder defects, will be obliged to admit that they prefer to hang on to some of them. Therefore, it seems plain that a few of us can quickly or easily become ready to aim at spiritual and moral perfection. Instead, we want to settle for only as much perfection as will get us by in life, according, of course, to our various and sundry ideas of what will get us by. Seen in this light, step 6 is still difficult, but the only urgent thing is that we make a beginning and keep trying. Looking again at those defects we are still unwilling to give up, perhaps we shall be obliged in some cases to say, "This I cannot give up yet, but I'm certainly not going to hurry any. Maybe I can postpone dealing with some of my problems indefinitely." In the mind of a rationalizing alcoholic, this certainly won't do. Such a bluffing of oneself will have to go the way of many another pleasant rationalization. In doing step 6, at the very least, we shall have come to grips with some of our worst character defects and take action towards their removal as quickly as we can. Delay is dangerous, and rebelling may be fatal. If we would gain any real advantage in the use of this step, we shall need to make a brand new venture into open-mindedness and be ready to walk in that direction. It will seldom matter how haltingly we walk. Any person who is willing to reveal their character defects to another human being without any reservations whatever will indeed have come a long way spiritually. The only question will be, are we entirely ready?